Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around, should be a good one today. Today's topic is when a woman has to continuously repeat herself, it gets tiring, it gets draining. Bottom line, when a woman has to continue to repeat herself, tell you to do things over and over again, things that you know you're supposed to be done on a regular or weekly basis, it gets draining, it gets tiring, it gets overwhelming at times. And a lot of times, a lot of times as men, you gotta realize that's when a lot of times you will see a lot of women detach themselves away from the man because they'll detach themselves because they get tired of fussing, they get tired of arguing, telling you the same things over and over again. You know, I can always point out my own situation. It can be something simple as, hey, take the trash out, you gotta take the trash out. I see the trash building up. It's been there for weeks and weeks. You're still not taking it out. You know what I mean? Or it could be like, hey, something as simple as, hey, go get the car, go take the car and get the oil change. And you see the hazard lights on, you see the check engine light on, you don't do nothing about it. You just ride in your car, you don't really think about it. So it's about just taking time to pause and take time to really acknowledge what she's saying, because truth be told, she really had to tell us multiple times. That's the time where we think that she's nagging, but a lot of times she just wanna get this stuff done so she can be available, so she can do other stuff too. And she keeps seeing the same things over and over again. It's gonna get tiresome, it's gonna get draining for her. So let's just kind of just work on focusing on, hey, let's just get it done the first time. It's okay if she mentions out, the first time, hey, dishes are piled up, something like that. It's okay the first time, to see it, but if she had to keep telling you day in and day out, same thing, it's gonna get tiresome, it's gonna get gruesome, it's gonna get boring, it's gonna get like she's nagging, she's complaining. Like I said, all she's doing is just voicing their concerns about the situation that's going on. But yeah, though, like I said, a woman detachment, again, just like that. We have to keep telling you over and over, same thing. So things that help me out, or things that help people out was writing stuff down. Because you can have so much stuff going on. Your mind drifts all this way, that way. This person wants you here. This person wants you there. And that's something that I work on myself too. I have to write stuff down because stuff can be going so fast. My head can spin. So that's why I focus on trying to write stuff down. Get a little notebook, journal, because stuff can happen so fast. So that's one way to help prevent this. And then also just listen and just listen and try to understand. A lot of times it can be something that's minor, like, hey, go check the dishwasher, the dishwasher is overflowing, or hey, there's this pipe that needs to get fixed. It doesn't mean that you have to know how to do it, but you need to at least try to find somebody that does know how to do it, so the problem get resolved. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you don't want your wife or your significant other keep asking you about the same situation over and over again. Just take time off and just try to prioritize it. That's something that, like I said, I'm working on myself, because I'll be like talking, my wife be talking to me, I'll be hearing her, but then I don't be hearing her. I'll be physically there, but not emotionally or mentally there. So that's something I got to work on as well too in my marriage, because I'll be elsewhere. I'll be present at times. But yeah, though, that's really all I have to say. Like I said, woman detachment, it begins like that. So you begin to see a difference in your woman. You begin to listen to her and get stuff done, even before she asks you to get it done. Just like, hey, it becomes the standard, it becomes the norm. You want less arguing, less back and forth, less trauma, less, yeah, like I said, less back and forth, then, just go ahead and get it done, That way she can't really say nothing to you. You pretty much got it out the way, and you got that hurt and that pain off her side. But yeah, though, What's your thoughts about this topic? Feel free to comment below. Any kind of video you'd like me to share, feel free to comment below. Until next time, out, Coach JC.